Cause I got a tool in this bitch. You act like a fool in this bitch. I'm up in and using this bitch. Hey, run up, get done up, it's simple. He play, get heat to his temple. Yeah, I'm really clutching, living like fuck it. Ain't no more talking, fuck all that discussion. Say, watch how you move in this bitch. Cause I got a tool in this bitch. You act like a fool in this bitch. I'm up in and using this bitch. Hey, run up, get done up, it's simple. He play, get heat to his temple. Yeah, I'm really clutching, living like fuck it. Ain't no more talking, fuck all that discussion. I wanted more, I had to get up and go. Young nigga straight out the O, I hit the dough. Mama, I'm sorry, I know. Can't let them play me for hoe. Can't let them do it. If money talk, then I'm fluent. Fuck class, I was truant. Big bag connoisseur. Red flags, lot of shooters. Pull up on you like a Uber. Chopper singing hallelujah. Pockets fat, how you doing? Won't speak on no shit that I did. That shit kinda stupid. Base car good in the hood, I'm reppin'. Wish a nigga would on the hood, I'm steppin'. Big dog, great, they ain't really been pressure. Dirty Glock to his top with it, no effort. Yes sir, 25 lighters on my dresser. Extra, if he try to play me, I'ma stretch him. Bless him, top notch hoes, none lesser. Flexin', top notch flow, unquestioned. Ever, spin like an airplane propeller. Iced out my ear and my bezel, my hustle relentless. Yeah, that bitch won't let me settle. I'm mashing my foot on the pedal. Watch how you move in this bitch. Cause I got a tool in this bitch. You act like a fool in this bitch. I'm up in and using this bitch. Hey, run up, get done up, it's simple. He play, get heat to his temple. Yeah, I'm really clutching, living like fuck it. Ain't no more talking, fuck all that discussion. Say, watch how you move in this bitch. Cause I got a tool in this bitch. You act like a fool in this bitch. I'm up in and using this bitch. Hey, run up, get done up, it's simple. He play, get heat to his temple. Yeah, I'm really clutching, living like fuck it. Ain't no more talking, fuck all that discussion. I grew up in them project apartments. Prince house sleeping on carpet. Probably why niggas so motherfucking heartless. Never had shit shoplifting out of Target. Run down on the op, nigga, we retarded. Yeah, I been on the block, really ducking charges. On the blue trail like a dirty second cartridge. Still in the streets like Scruggs, I'm solid. Ay, fuck what them niggas been talking. I'm fresh to death like a coffin. I make a play and I'm awesome. He think he slick, but I caught him. I keep a dick on that 40. Ay, all of my niggas been bout it. Just spin a check with been ballin'. Diamonds like water. Caught me a gator in Florida. My money larger. Bitch, I'm a dog like a Hoya. These niggas really be telling. I really be with them fellas. I got these little niggas jelly. Cause all my ice never melting. When I step out, I'ma drill. I'ma die reppin' the clear. My niggas still. I stay away from loose live. Shoot from the hill. Yeah, bitch, it is what it is. Watch how you move in this bitch. Cause I got a tool in this bitch. You act like a fool in this bitch. I'm up in and using this bitch. Hey, run up, get done up, it's simple. He play, get heat to his temple. Yeah, I'm really clutching, living like fuck it. Ain't no more talking, fuck all that discussion. Say, watch how you move in this bitch. Cause I got a tool in this bitch. You act like a fool in this bitch. I'm up in and using this bitch. Hey, run up, get done up, it's simple. He play, get heat to his temple. Yeah, I'm really clutching, living like fuck it. Ain't no more talking, fuck all that discussion.
Hey guys, hey, what's up? What's going on? It's been a minute. Oh, hold on, my bad, y'all. It's been a while since I be on here, so I be forgetting and shit. Hey, hey, what's up, everybody? Let me go through the little comments and speak. Hey, Timothy. Hey, Duke. Howdy. Hey, Ray. Pretty Nisha. Hey, gorgeous. Cousin. Hey, baby. I was just thinking about you. Melanated Jim. Hey, beautiful. I was just thinking about you, cousin. Thank you, Pretty Nisha. I truly appreciate it. I'm gonna be on here probably not too long. I'm trying to do something to these little starter locks of mine. I keep starting my hair and finishing them. You don't want to see? It's been about maybe I want to say about 5 weeks. No, we're on week 6 right now with my starter locks. So they're a little different than this picture. Visit cousin-in-law. Hey. But yeah, they're a little different than what's on that picture. That picture is, I want to say, right when I started them. I want to say it's been 6 weeks and they're a different color now. Kind of got like a pinkish reddish tip thing going on. If y'all want to look, take a look, let me know. I will turn on my camera, but y'all gonna have to say, excuse my face. I'm just playing. I look the same on the picture for the most part. But anyway, how is everyone doing? I hope everybody is doing good. See, this is my cousin-in-law. Hush. Oh, my bad. I didn't know y'all was cousin-in-laws. Well, me and Miss Diana, we may be cousins in real life. I don't know if you meant real life or you meant for play, but we might be cousins in real life. We need to I guess, chop it up and kind of figure it out. But I'm about 90% sure that I am kin to Miss Diana in real life. I mean, kind of slightly researching a little bit. Nothing too much. Nothing too much. Hey, West Adams. How are you, love? Thank you for coming to my channel. Man, y'all, I've been chilling. Give y'all like a brief little update of what's been going on. I haven't really been on YouTube that much. I've been kind of, so I know some stuff that's going on. I don't know everything. So if y'all want to like mention it in the comments, or let's we can talk about it real quick. We can talk about it about whatever's going on out, in the sector. But I don't. It's some stuff that I just genuinely don't know, y'all. And I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I've been catching up on Love Island. I've been real stuck in the Love Island, so you know, it is what it is. But I'm actually gonna go ahead and show y'all my locks because I'm kind of proud of my progress. So don't judge me for how I look right now. But see, these are my locks right now. I didn't realize they've grown until I looked at the picture. What do y'all think? Y'all think they've grown some? It's been about 6 weeks. Timmy said I'm so innocently naive. I don't know about that, but okay. But yeah, what do y'all think? Y'all think I got some progress? I look a lot fuller. Thank you. Thank you, Melanated. I need to put on some makeup, but it's too hot for makeup. Cousin-in-law, you sober or high high? Oh, if that's for me, I'm sober as fuck. I'm sober as fuck right now. I have not had a blunt, so y'all gotta excuse me because I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? A little silly right now. Yeah, but after I get off of here, I'm gonna stuff my cones for the day, and I'm gonna do what do. Thank you, Miss Diana. Um, if anybody got questions about the growth or anything like that, I've been trying. I kind of make up my own concoctions. Like I mix a lot of oils and different greases together, and I kind of try to come up with a little something to kind of help them grow a little bit. Thank you. Oh, okay, Timothy. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, since when? All right. But now, thank you, Miss Diana. Thank you. I feel like I need makeup because, when I first started going live, I've I was like, makeup, makeup, makeup. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do like a full face. Oh, you think I should go back blonde, Tim? You know what? I kind of think you're right. Because when I redid my blonde, it was just so popping. And then I tried this little red and pink mixture because I did my daughter's hair the same day. She doesn't have locks, you know what I'm saying? She's natural though. But I dyed her hair the same day and I was like, you know what, maybe I should just use a little bit to brush my tips or whatever for a change. But I'm thinking about maybe a few months, maybe 4 or 5 months, maybe, depending on how the color changes and does its thing. I might go back blonde. Yeah. You a black blonde regardless. See, you over here just talking shit. Talking shit. Nah, but while I talk to y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and grease my scalp and do the things. But as y'all notice, my title was called I'm Not For Everyone, right? To be honest with you, when I contemplate going live a lot, right? But I don't be feeling like I just be having a lot to talk about. But when I don't go live and I just be sitting around, I be having so much to talk to you guys about. So when I do get on live, I totally forget what I want to talk to y'all about. But in the midst of thinking and trying to find a title, as you notice, it's my shirt. It's what my shirt says. I'm not for everyone. But that's kind of the mood that I'm in today. I've been doing a little self reflecting, a little, a little evaluating, you know what I'm saying? I know you're not. I'm just playing, Timothy. No, I know. I know you're not talking shit though. I know. Um, I'm just kind of in a goofy mood today. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just slightly in a goofy mood today. Kind of woke up and just was in a really happy, goofy, silly mood, you know? But and I was just like I said, I was reevaluating, and not only was I reevaluating things like like in my real life, but like on this YouTube life as well. Because I've been on YouTube as far as a channel. West Adam, hold on. West Adam says instead of going live, you should try doing videos about those topics so you can get the thoughts out with no distractions. West Adam, I think you are absolutely right. You're right. I definitely want to do that. And I'm kind of glad that you said that because you kind of gave me the confirmation that I needed. Because I've been kind of going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? I don't really get too much traction here on live, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But I think pre-records would be a good idea. Speaking of pre-records, I'm gonna do some special pre-recorded videos, and I don't know if I want them to be public or not, or if I want them to go just to a specific special person that I'm talking to. They're kind of like open letters. Um, it's not better, but yeah, they're kind of like open letters. So I was thinking about doing pre-recorded videos anyway. But as I was saying, um, you know, I surf through these YouTube streets and I be in the comments from time to time or whatever, just, like everybody else. And I don't know if anybody else thinks like me. Salute, 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 salute. Thank you for that cash app that just popped up on my screen. I truly, truly appreciate it. Um, it's nice to know that there's, some type of love out there, but I do appreciate it. Thank you so, so much for that cash app. Now, when my daughter asks for Robux, I don't have to be like, nah, I'm not giving you shit. No, I'm just playing, but go ahead and treat her today to some Robux. But yeah, but anyway, I be like in the chats and I have these moments, these spells where I be trying to okay, I will. Um it just popped up real quick, but if I scroll down, I think I might get off the screen. So, like you said, I am that black blonde. So, I gotta do one thing at a time now. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Nah, but and I have these moments where I be wanting to get to know people and try to. I don't necessarily want to say fit in. Dang, I'm shedding. I don't want to necessarily say fit in, but just kind of be in the know. Because I'm kind of a loner, and I try to get out of being a loner because it's boring. You know. But today I woke up and I was just, I thought to myself, you know what? I got to chill on that. And I've been told plenty of times, you know what I'm saying, that I don't really have to be around the masses. I don't have to be around, everybody. Let me see what y'all think now. Got see them curls? Them curls popped. Uh oh, hold on. Wait, you see them curls? Them curls are popping. Nah, but I'm not too excited about my hair sometimes, especially when I'm having a good hair day. You know what I'm saying? But damn, my dog just bust in here, y'all. I say hello to my doggies. I don't know if y'all can see them. Can y'all? No, y'all can't see them. Never mind. I have for those that don't know, I have a German Shepherd and I have a Yorkie. My German Shepherd is Cairo. He's my little Cairo bear. And then I have my little Yorkie. His name is Ace. And it's kind of funny because Ace is more brawny. He's more like, like strong in comparison to Cairo. Cairo's strong. Don't get it twisted. Like he's a defender. But, like out of both of them, he's scared of like the fireworks and, the loud noises. Whereas Ace would be like, you know, see, that's Ace. That's Ace. But yeah, so like I said, I've been like reevaluating, just how I kind of want to move on this app. When I intended to have my channel and I started my channel, when I started my channel, I had so many plans. I wanted to work with people. I had like topics lined up. I still have topics lined up. Wait, what? Dude? Uh, stop! You gonna make me no this play? You gonna make me cover myself? You gonna make me cover myself? I don't really get on camera like this, but I kind of wanted to show my hair a little bit. Yeah, hold on just a second. Let me get my dogs. Okay, hold on. Let me get my dogs. Out, out. Let's go. Come on, let's go. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Okay. I didn't necessarily have to get off the camera, but that was kind of like a little secret step for me because, like I said, I'm kind of excited about my hair today because I didn't realize that my hair has been growing. So you need to keep camming up. I need to keep camming up. Okay. Okay. I'm a little shy, but like I said, I'm kind of proud of these locks today. I'm 6 weeks in. I got a little shedding, but that's because of my thyroid illness. So I'm gonna shed. But it's growing. It's thick. You know, whatever, But anyway, as I was saying, so but before I get into that, I was supposed to be giving y'all a little catch up. So I haven't been on here because I've been kind of like I said, reevaluating myself, trying to figure stuff out. I I've been on this weight loss journey. Well, not even gonna say like necessarily weight loss. I just been kind of like trying to get better with my fitness, my eating, how much I'm eating. Cause I'm a stay-at-home mom. So being that I'm a stay-at-home mom, I get bored, you know what I'm saying, sometimes. And what else is there to do but eat? But I'm happy to say that I've lost like 15 pounds in the past 2 weeks. And I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna definitely keep going. But yeah, let me sit down. But yeah, I've been thank you, cousin. Ray. Oh, I love your picture, Ray. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Hi, Ray, Loki. Um, but yeah, like I said, I've been kind of like in evaluation mode, trying to figure out like where I fit in this YouTube lane. I came way before the Mo3, sector situation. And I kind of feel weird talking about this because I feel like every time I get on live, I kind of talk about this. But it's really what's on my mind because my mind be like turning, right? Like with ideas and trying to figure stuff out because I'm not like everybody else. And what I mean by that is I'm not big on scratching. Well, not online because I think that's kind of dumb. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like watching it. It's entertaining. Don't get it twisted, right? You will see me in the chat. You will see me laughing at some shit. I'm human, right? But as far as me, solely me, I didn't come here for that. I've been on YouTube since about maybe 2016. I kind of dibbed and dabbled in a lot of different types of content. At one point, I was doing pretty well. Like I was pretty up. I was commingling with a lot of other YouTubers from like different sectors. Back then I didn't know that they were sectors. So like I guess you could say I was in the T sector with like Sean Way and who else? Like Armand and different people like that. But it didn't really work out for me because again, I'm not really a scratcher. I'm more of a real life person. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, I'm dropping y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to adjust my little bitty little phone stand here. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so um, I really been just kind of like coasting around or whatever. I started by venting about, different things in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I got some shit going on, you know what I'm saying? But I started doing like little vent sessions, open letters, if you will, but I didn't really consider them open letters. It was just me like coming on here and kind of venting. And then I went to like product reviewing. And then I feel like I felt my lane when I just wanted to talk about like general topics, like mental health and like toxic friendships and like sexual relationships and the bullshit in between, just all that little type of stuff, kind of like in a podcast form. I had plans to want to work with people. Like I had a goal of having like a conglomerate, if you will, right? Like a group of women, maybe men if they were interested, you know what I'm saying? I didn't discriminate. And we like we'll do podcasts together. You know what I'm saying? Like we would, turn each other's channels up in a sense as well. Like I don't want to say too much because you just never know what the higher power has in store for you. So you know what I'm saying? But just to make a long story short, I had like some slight, I had some, to me they were pretty big plans, and they didn't work out because and it's my fault. It's nobody's fault but mine. um, it didn't work out because I how do I say this without starting shit? Because I feel like every time I talk about this, I have to be careful who I mention because I don't want to start new shit because this shit is so old. And I don't even want to talk about the situation per se. But I'll just say that I befriended somebody. Our friendship kind of um went too fast, you know what I'm saying? As far as like, telling our business and, saying too much and stuff like that. And it just kind of blew up. It didn't work out. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work out. Typical YouTube, slight back and forth. Well, more on her end, not on mine because I'm not doing all that. But, it was just a lot. And then I had like deaths in the family and some more shit. So I stopped myself when I really should have kept going. So I'm trying to figure that out, but I just don't know. The problem is I feel like I'm stuck in a sector that's not going anywhere. Does that make sense? Don't get me wrong, I love Mo 3. I grew up with Mo 3. Mo 3, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird to say Mo 3 sometimes. Lil Melvin, you know what I'm saying, was very, very known as well as I don't want to necessarily say important, but he was like he's very known in our hometown, okay? I come from McKinney, Texas as well. I wasn't born there, but I was raised there from the ages of 5 all the way up to 17. And then I moved to Oak Cliff and finished high school in Oak Cliff. So that's pretty much like a little brief history about me. But, you know, um, as I was saying, I kind of feel like I'm stuck, like in between a rock and a hard place because I really don't know, where I stand. This is a sector that has a cap on it, and you're only going so far. Yeah, you're right, West Adams, and I've been in this sector since it started. Um, I can't actually fully remember who I met or seen first because I remember seeing everybody. I remember seeing the Ratchets, the MHBs, the Polars, pretty much all at the same time. The moment he passed, I was on here looking to see if there was new, you know what I'm saying, if there was anything going on. And to make a long story short, I kind of felt like I kind of got stuck here. And when I first, start to get acclimated because I was just a sub in this sector. So I'm gonna say about a couple of months, a few months. And I wouldn't really say much, you might see me laugh in the comments or in the chats or whatever, or nothing too crucial at that time. And I end up get introduced to Cam Talk Too Much. I think we met. I think he said he seen me in like MHB's chat or something like that. And he inboxed me, well, he DM'd me, and then the rest is history. I start getting on his panel. And it feels weird getting on this panel because you had all this rah rah motherfucker this, fuck you this, meet me here, you know what I'm saying? And then my black ass get up there and is like, okay, everybody, let's grow up. let's let's be peaceful. And when nobody trying to hear that shit? When nobody trying to hear that shit? And looking back, it was like, what the fuck was I thinking? You know what I'm saying? But I know I was thinking. I was thinking like, okay, just Shan, just kind of stay true to yourself and who you are. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you can't get down with the best of them. That mean you can't cuss nobody out. That don't mean, whatever, whatever. But I feel like I was kind of like too nice. You know what I'm saying? So like people start kind of like trolling me. Oh, she's mental health. She's this, she's that, and I'm so much more, to that. I just don't if I can't fight you in real life, it's no point in me like doing too much back and forth with you. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to even go there, you know. just for my mental health and my sanity. But yeah, like I still want to work with people. Um, you're a lover, not a fighter. Yeah, like don't get me wrong, I can be both. I'm a Scorpio. Okay, let's just start there. I'm a Scorpio, so I have a stinger. It's just my problem is I much rather love because I don't have an off button. Does that make sense? He said, "Boo." No, I'm serious. Like, does that make sense? Like, I much rather be loving, caring. I much rather go cry in the corner. I much rather separate myself because I don't have an off button. I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm more afraid of myself than anything. If that makes sense to anybody that's watching it. And I'm not saying that because I'm not beefing with nobody and nothing like that. It's just, it is what it is. But I've contemplated, you know, making the second page. I've contemplated, trying to figure out how to get out the sector. He said, I'm multitasking and semi-sleep typing, don't mind me. I know that's right. I know that's right. I just got up not too long ago, maybe about an hour or two ago. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wake up in the morning or whatever, but I goes right back to sleep, okay? After I do my little chores and stuff like that, I go right back to bed. But anyway, like I try to be as reserved as I possibly can because I am a loner and I do have some type of attitude issues. I see they just bust in here. Cairo. Cairo. Out. Out. Get out. They're in my window right now. You see? See them? I don't know what it is with them and like people walking down the street, but they don't be trying to hear that shit at all. But yeah, so all in all, I'm learning slowly but surely, and I'm not even gonna hold you. It should have just like fully clicked for me a long time ago. And I don't know why I get so nervous. I don't know why I get so anxious to get up here and go live and just talk to people because it's kind of like I'm just talking, to a screen, which is kind of weird too. But I don't start. That shut up. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. This is my little booger. But anyway, as I was saying, so I'm trying to, I guess, find a level playing field. I've been here for a long time, and what I see is people think they can scratch their way to the top, but there's no top. Wes Adams, oh my gosh, speak that truth. Speak the truth. There's no top to this shit. Like you said in your other comment, it's a cap. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy because people feel okay with being in the cap that they're in. You know what I'm saying? Because they make their little cho-chos here and there. You know what I'm saying? Or, they get their super chats or they get their whatever. They make their living off of this. You know what I'm saying? And for me, going into this whole YouTube podcasting, content creating, whatever you want to call it, journey, because at one point I was on TikTok dancing as well. I kind of stopped doing that because I kind of had like a little self-conscious moment, but that's a whole nother conversation, like what the fuck. But I don't know, like I don't want to be a part of that cap. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be only known for the Mo3 sector. You know what I'm saying? I barely even talk about Lil Melvin. I mean, I talk about him, a little bit. Every time I get on live, I mention him. You know what I'm saying? But Other than that, I don't like segments on him. I don't do all of that because I knew him personally. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of his people. And in some ways, we're kin to the same people. That's just how McKinney works. McKinney was a small town. It's grown now, but when I was living out there, it was very small. Everybody knew everybody. Everybody damn near kin everybody. If you wanted to date, you had to be very cautious of who you were dating. If not, you had to go to a whole different city. You know what I'm saying? A whole different county. You know what I'm saying? Just to date and be social. You know what I mean? So, and even for me, it was even harder because I have people in Plano, I have people in Allen. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a big family, a big ass family, and a lot of those people I don't even know. So, with that, I had to venture out and date and have a social life and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but as far as this sector goes, I don't want to be a part of a cap. Go ahead. Go on, go on, get. I don't want to be part of a cap. Yeah, it's a money grab for short change. You only have a few people in this sector that like really make some substantial money on here, through the scratching and the bullshit, and it works for them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even gonna front. Like I've had moments where I was like, well shit, do I need to start getting on here doing open panels and just letting people talk shit? But then it's not me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not me. And no matter how much I think about it or try to, like work my way through the sector, I just don't fit. And that's the meaning of the title of this video. I'm not for everyone, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's perfectly fine. I want to have, supporters that genuinely support the movement, right? That genuinely support a stay-at-home mom that's just trying to, in a sense, help herself while help people, right? I'm not gonna say that's like my motto or my slogan, but the way that I look at it and the way that I used to introduce myself when I used to like go on panels and network and try to commingle with people and stuff like that is, you know my goal is to basically help me help you and help you help me. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us don't believe in therapy. A lot of us don't believe in talking to people, venting. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us believe in keeping a lot of shit to ourselves. And sometimes it's just nice to know that you have somebody that can familiarize with your situation. And I've been through some crazy ass situations. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that my turmoil is worse than anybody else's. I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty sure that I can confirm, I can I can give you reassurance and let you know that you're not alone. And then in the same instance as I'm doing that with me talking to people in the chats or, having people, collab with me and stuff like that about certain things, I learn something at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Or I would feel like I'm not alone as well, you know? Um when I first when I first started really doing YouTube, it was back in 2016. And like I said, I did a lot of different things from reviews to vent sessions to dance videos to I mean the list goes on. You know what I'm saying? I try not to put myself in just, one little box. So little boy, y'all just gonna have to excuse them. I'm sorry. So, um, I didn't really want to put myself into like a little box or whatever, but I'm not even gonna hold you guys. Back then, it was a little different for me because I was very depressed. Not saying that I don't deal with depression now. I just kind of got it a little more under control. But back then, like I was highly depressed. I had parents that passed back in 2012 and 2013, and I had a hard time coming to terms with it. I still have my moments. Um, and I have, a lot of different situations. Like I have estranged family members that I haven't been around for forever, a sister I haven't talked to in almost 10 years. So I had a lot going on. And I don't think at that time I was fully ready to grab a hold of what I was trying to do when it came to this YouTube shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really have I had a plan, but I didn't have a full sense of myself and how I wanted to fully be on here. Like I was just kind of like dry ass swinging it. You know what I'm saying? I was just kind of like just going with the flow, trying to find my niche and dealing with people and trying to be social and all these things that I'm really not, because like I said earlier, I'm really a loner. You know what I'm saying? But it gets boring being a loner sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I went through this whole journey of trying to figure out how I need to be going forward, concerning this app. And I went through, in my opinion, a lot of trials, a lot of bullshit, a lot of dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, I'm not mad. Well, let me rephrase it. Well, I'm not mad now because it's in the past, but I'm gonna say I forgive, but I didn't let it go. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of looked people sideways. I kind of maneuver different on here now. You know what I'm saying? So at this moment in time, I'm just trying to figure out my way and how I want to do it. I I think I'm going to, boost myself up and take West Adams' advice and start doing a lot of pre-records and maybe do some lives in between, because I- I'm not really consistent enough to like want to be on live. Maybe doing more pre-records would get me more comfortable being on live. Like this is the longest I've had my camera on in a very long time. Like I don't do this. I don't cam up. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I think the last time I cammed up, I was on Queen 88's panel. And this was like maybe 2 years ago, year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I want to say 2 years ago, because I just had this urge. It was around the time that she was dealing with VS like really, really tough. And she was twerking. And I just really wanted to dance with her. Like, I have those moves. Like, I love to dance. I love to have fun. I'm a girl's girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm chill. You know what I'm saying? And then I can be the life of the party at the same time. Like, you just don't know what you're going to get from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm good at reading a room, so it just depends on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? To determine what you're gonna get from me. But I remember being in the comments and she was twerking, having a good time. Everybody was having a good time. It wasn't nothing serious. And I was just like, dang, I just really want to dance with her. I just really want to have some fun. Like this looks like a whole lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? Because in real life, before I let depression hit me as much as I did, before I let circumstance slap me in the face, before I let, life just life, that's what I did was dance. You know what I'm saying? Like dance. I used to teach dance. I twerk. I used to dance. I used to exotic dance. I used to dance. Like dancing was and still is to a certain extent a major part of my life. So I just really wanted to dance with her. And make a long story short, I get up on the panel. I said like a lot of times in the chats, I get up on the panel and all of a sudden it becomes the competition. And I'm like, no, I don't want to compete, because 88 is so good. I just wanted to have fun with her. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it ended up being this like impromptu competition. And of course, 88 won because it's just certain stuff that I'm not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of got a little shy, but um, it was funny because I made a lot of money that day. I mean, I made quite a bit of money that day, and I was genuinely shocked because that's not what I was intending to do, right? I just wanted to have a good time, but I can't hold y'all. It kind of like made me sad a little bit. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I was thankful for all the the donations, the little messages. I made like almost $400 that day. Like, shocking. Like, I ain't really told nobody that until today. Like, I made almost like $400 that day. It was crazy. 100%. You can't lose sight of the things that make you happy best when you lose sight of who you are and fall into a sunken place. You're so right. And that's what happened to me. And I'm in a moment of my life where, I will be 40 this year. And it's time for me to live again. You know what I'm saying? It's time for me to do things that Shan wants to do, right? Be in the spaces that Shan wants to be in. Be around people that Shan is cohesive with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to find myself again. And with that being said, like, I've been doing quite a few things, y'all. Like, I'm thinking about going back to school. Well, not necessarily school, but I'm thinking about getting my certifications and some stuff. So if anybody know any brokers, any brokerage, people in that brokerage industry, and I mean for freight and stuff like that, hit me up, give me some tips. I was kind of considering going into that trade. Being a stay-at-home mom is cool and all, but yeah, I'm bored. It's time to live for me. I feel like, being a stay-at-home mom to a certain extent kind of adds on to my anxiety, to my depression for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not really social. I kind of stay in my bubble. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm kind of a bubble girl, So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been like kind of thinking about, been trying to figure out. Um Still trying to navigate through how I want to do this business wise. Like, do I want to try to work with people? Do I want to try to come up with a team again, or do I let that go? I'm kind of leaning towards letting it go and just kind of seeing where it takes me. You know what I'm saying? It's just so hard for me, y'all, because it's so much that I want to talk about and do, but I don't want to waste it, you know? Like, I honestly genuinely feel like I have some decent topics, some decent things to say, but I freeze up because I feel like it's gonna fall on deaf ears, you know? I just don't be want to waste my breath, but I can't look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I do the pre-records and stuff and just let it go and see what happens. Um Even though I have been on here, even though I have been on here like a long time on YouTube, I'm still trying to figure stuff out and like learn the systems and learn how to plug this in, that in, and different stuff like that. So I think I'm going to go the route of more pre-records, but we'll see. Y'all hold on real quick, okay?
ice snowing, Polo Ralph Lauren. Yeah. Only drive foreign, and I'm not going. Yeah, my Glock showing, give me my coin. Before it start blowing, I got them sick, I chew. Juke finesse, ooh, I got a wet pool. I do. Really been that dude, I'm about to flex move. I'm on they neck bruise, I keep a check shoes. He disrespect too. They really ain't popping like they say they popping. So close to my blood, bitch, I feel like the sock. I'm having got option, been ballin' like Stockton. If he in my way, he get laid in the coffin. I'm at the bank often, learn lesson from losses. Move like them bosses, you rentin', I bought it. My victory flawless, I'm really retarded, gon' get it regardless. Ay. Bitch, I'm fly boy.
My bad, I'm back, y'all. My bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to wrap it up as much as I can. I try to be on here at least an hour because I do understand I don't come on here as often. But yeah, I'm gonna start going coming back, doing more content. Um I'm probably gonna do pre-records because I think that's a better idea. Thanks, cousin. I appreciate that. I need all the encouragement as possible. So thank you for that. Um, yeah, I just wanted to kind of chat on here a little bit. That was kind of like heavy on my mind a little bit. If y'all have any like ideas, topics that y'all may want to talk about, I have plenty, but I just kind of want to see where y'all head is at. If y'all have any topic ideas, drop them in the comments or find one of my community posts and put it up there. I'll probably make a community post when I get off of here and ask. Hopefully I get a little traction to see where, everybody, kind of gauges their self at, like, kind of what everybody is into, or what they kind of want to see from me, or, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You only wasted by hesitating and not doing it. You're right. And and I think I needed this today. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a support system, and they pretty much tell me all the same stuff that y'all are saying right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's not new to me what I'm hearing, but it's kind of nice to kind of like hear it kind of like from strangers, you know what I'm saying? Just because it kind of gives you that confirmation to let you know that you're on track and that what your support system is saying to you is is the route that you really should be taking. Because sometimes, I just kind of be wanting to quit and say like, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I know I have a bigger goal in mind, and it's not solely YouTube. But I do want to let y'all know that I am finna do some different things as well, in my real life, and I think it's gonna be fun. Like I'm really excited. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep you guys posted on that and see how that goes. And yeah, I've been told that I should do like maybe like a family channel, like a family segment, and I'm just not. I ain't really into all that. I don't really like like showcasing like my children and and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because people are weird. So I don't know about that one, but I mean, you never know. You never know where my mind may lead and may head. So on and so forth. But um, I know other people are alive, and I know that mess is going on, and I don't want to hold you guys unless y'all, still want to chat or whatever. I can stay for a few, but yeah, I appreciate y'all coming in, listening to your girl. You know what I'm saying? Not making me feel super awkward because like I said, this is the longest I've been cammed up for a very long time, and it just started because I want to show y'all my hair because like I said, like my picture, if y'all can see, like I don't know if y'all can notice, but I notice it. And I didn't notice it before, but see on this picture, that's when I started my locks, was this picture right here. And that was about maybe it's 6 weeks ago tomorrow. Today or give and take today and tomorrow, we'll give it the 6 week mark. And as you can see, it's kind of short, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like in one spot, you know? And then like now, you know, kind of out there, right? Right? I don't know about y'all, but I'm proud as fuck. Um, I guess before I go, I can tell y'all what I'm kind of using. I kind of wanted to wait to see, how it really, really works, but kind of look like it's working. I'm still in the process of like mixing other oils and stuff with it, like for faster growth, faster progress. But I just used some old school Blue Magic, right? The Indian hemp, see, and I combined it with this stuff. I know some of the ladies have probably seen this on like TikTok and other sites. I combined it with this. If you can't read it, it says virgin hair fertilizer. See? And I just squeeze it in here and I mix it up and I grease my scalp like every few days. And speaking of which, I gotta grease my daughter's scalp and all that too, because I'm trying to test it on her hair as well. So, that's kind of one of the things I do too, is kind of like mix shit together and see if it works and see what happens with it. I guess you could say I'm like kind of like a little scientist, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just dyed it. I want to say 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, something like that. And I think more people will like the blonde tips that I had versus this red. If you knew me back like in 2016 to like 2018, 19, I used to like dye my hair a lot. So I've had like pink, I've had purples, I've had rose gold colors, I've had deep reds, blood reds. The only colors that I haven't had was like maybe blues, anything in the blue lane. So if you have any ideas on what colors maybe I should choose next besides blonde, or should I go blonde, or what should I do? But try to keep these in as long as I can. I've been on. This is like my. I want to say this is like my third lock journey. My third or fourth lock journey. I've had the bigger locks, which I miss. I'm not even gonna front. If y'all see me like in the chats and stuff, and y'all see my display picture on the chats. Those locks, they were thicker. Well, to me, they were thicker. They were thicker. I miss those. Um, I used to keep me like two ponytails. And what ended up happening was I wasn't really knowledgeable, not saying that I'm like super knowledgeable now, but I got a better grasp of how to maintain them a little bit better. And I was like retwisting them a little bit too much, so they were thinning out. And I didn't like the thinning look. So I like combed them all out and ended up losing like so much hair in the process. You know what I'm saying? So and then I got discouraged. And then I tried the sister locks. I had my daughter do my sister locks. She interlocked them for me, and all was well. To be honest with you, I think the reason why I took those down was because like my daughter's 18, right? So she, she's social. She, she works and she has a life. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to depend solely on my daughter to interlock my hair, every couple of months. You know what I'm saying? So I took them down and then I stayed natural for a while, like wore my little afro puffs and what I'm saying, and my little wash and goes and stuff like that. And then 6 weeks ago, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try again. Now, these are not sister locks, at least not in my opinion. I didn't interlock them. These are more just like small locks. You know what I'm saying? And right now, they're still like in the two strand twist form, so they're not. They're not completely locked yet. It's only been 6 weeks, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now. I did these myself, so I ain't even gonna hold you. They're not fully uniform. Like some are slightly bigger than the others, like more so like in the top and the back. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. This on my head. I like them, and I'm proud because I did them by myself. Didn't have to go anywhere. So, there's that. But enough about my hair, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm going to let y'all go. I'm gonna go ahead and like officially like start my day. You know what I'm saying? Get medicated, if you will, and hug on my kids. And just chill for the rest of the day. All that good stuff. I hope I see you guys in these YouTube streets. Love everybody that loves me. So remember, in order to heal, you must already be broken, and what don't break you will definitely make you. Peace. Love you. Hope y'all enjoyed this song that I'm about to play. If y'all are interested in the music that I'm playing, y'all can look up Kushone. It is Kushone. I'm gonna put it in the chat as well. I get a lot of questions about who I'll be playing when I do my intros and outros and stuff like that. So if y'all do want to look him up on YouTube or any other music avenue, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, whatever you can think of, Amazon Music, whatever. If y'all are interested, y'all can go check him out. He is a local artist out here in Dallas, Texas. So again, if you're interested, be sure to check him out. Support is appreciated. And I'm going to leave out with one of my favorites. This song is called Made It For This. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.
What you talking about, Lincoln? Bitch, I was made for this. Yeah, bitch, I was made for this. Yeah, king of the jungle, I'm finna go ape and shit. Yeah, bitch, I was made for this. Yeah, bitch, I was made for this. Yeah, bitch, I was made for this. Bitch, I was made for this. Yeah, I'm swinging them colors, I'm feeling like Blade and shit. Yeah, bitch, I was made for this. Yeah, bitch, I was made for this. Yeah, bitch, my paper thing. I ran it up with them bags. She wanted, I pay for it. These niggas all in my face. I got a game for it. Chopper go blah, 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 blah. Take off your face with it. Yeah, real nigga in it, go hard to the feet. Got like 4 or 5 hoes and we still in the trench. If he make it, we double back, spinning again. I got my whole hood on my back. These niggas hating, yeah, it's a fact. Play me too close, you won't make it back. Bitch, I was made for this. King of the jungle, I'm finna go ape and shit. Bitch, I was made for this. 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 I'm swinging them colors, I'm feeling like Blade and shit. Yeah, bitch, I was made for this. I got my hood on my back, BFL to be exact. Nigga play, get the strap, make a play for the pack. Get the front and the back, never relax. And I don't do too much tripping. Run up the hundreds and 50. If he sneak dissing, then that boy gon' come up missing. Standing on business, I got your hoe washing dishes. Whatever you with, then I'm with it, let's get it. Boss in the building, you niggas employed. If I shoot my shot, then they calling me Tory. I might hit your bitch and I won't even know it. She gon' throw that ass